Good evening and welcome to NACTV Bigger Bingo for Wednesday, September 6, 2023. Before we get started to play our exciting bingo, our license number and rules are license number LGCA 6052 MBI 35606. First rule, one ball will be drawn at the beginning of the session. This ball will be the tuning number for Game 3. Number 2, when bingo is declared on more than one number, only those who declared bingo on the earliest number called will be declared winners and eligible to win the prize. Number 3, each bingo game will be closed when a winner or winners have called in and their cards have been verified, and it has been announced 3 times that the phone lines are open to receive your calls, and the game is declared closed. No further calls will be accepted with regards to that closed bingo game. Number 4, final win confirmation occurs when the winners present their date stamped sheet containing the winning card to NACTV Studio. Number 5, prize money is split evenly among multiple winners with a minimum payout of $25. Number 6, in the event of transmitting or telephone problems which prevent continuation of play prior to the event's start or at any time during the event's duration, the game will be rescheduled or resumed on the next Wednesday night. Players will keep their cards for the following Wednesday and they will be accepted. If a player is unable to play the following Wednesday, they may exchange their cards at NACTV Studio for a future game. Please check the nactv.tv website or call the office for confirmation of the games to be played. Number 7, Game 1 is played to a blackout on the gold cards. Jackpot in 50 numbers or less is a minimum of $1,000. After 50 numbers, Game 1 continues to a blackout for $100 consolation prize. Number 8, Games 2 and 3 are played on the colored cards and tonight it's green. Game 2, the X game, has $150 available to be won. Game 3, which continues on from Game 2, is a blackout. Jackpot in 52 numbers or less is a minimum of $500. After 52 numbers, Game 3 continues to a blackout for $100 consolation prize. And number 9, if Game 3 is won with the tuning ball number drawn at the beginning of the session, the winner will receive either the jackpot or the consolation prize as well as the tuning pot. And that concludes our rules. Good luck, everyone. And let's find out what our tuning number is tonight. So our tuning number tonight will be N35. N35 is your tuning number. We're not playing with that number right now. That's your tuning number. And now we are playing on your gold color cards, looking for a blackout, and in 50 numbers or less, it is worth $16,677. The first number out on those gold colored cards is under the G49. G49. Under the N40, N40. Under the N35, N35. Under the O65, O65. Under the N41, N41. Under the I30, I30. Under the B13, B13. Under the O69, O69. Under the G48, G48. Under the B10, B10. Under the B2, B2. Under the I28, I28. Under the O70, O70. Under the G54, G54. Under the I21, I21. Under the O74, O74. Under the B11, B11. Under the B8, B8. Under the O73, O73. Under the B15, B15. Under the O68, O68. Under the G59, G59. Under the I24, I-24. Under the G57, G57. Under the G55, G55. Under the B5, B5. Under the I-26, I-26. Under the G60, G60. Under the B12, B12. Under the O61, O61. Under the N33, N33. Under the G50, G50. Under the G53, G53. Under the O71, O71. Under the O62, O62. Under the I-17, I-17. Under the B9, B9. Under the I-22, I-22. Oops. That's not I-22. There we go. Okay. I-22. There we go. Under the O72, O72. Under the I-25, I-25. Under the N43, N43. Under the I-16, I-16. Under the I-19, I-19. Under the G56, G56. Under the B3, B3. Under the I-20, I-20. Under the N37, N37. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the I-27, I-27. Under the O66, O66. And that is your 50th number, so we'll pause here for 2.5 minutes, see if anybody calls in and claims that jackpot of $16,667. And we've got some community announcements. And both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Okay, the Terry Fox Run is on September 17th. It starts at the NACI track and registration is at 1:30 with the run to start at 2 o'clock. The NIPWA band program is looking for concert band instruments. If you happen to have an old trumpet, clarinet, trombone, flute, or saxophone that you no longer need, please reach out to the band teachers at the NIPWA Middle School or the NIPWA Area Collegiate. The Co-op Fuel Day on September 19th is donating 10 cents per liter sold to the handy van. And the handy van on that day will be having a barbecue outside of Co-op, as well as 50-50 tickets if there's any still available. will be sold on September 19th as well. The Beautiful Plains Museum's open for this season, or maybe it's not anymore. I should check that one. Do you have any idea if the Beautiful Plains Museum's open or not? Probably closes long weekend, so we think that one's finished. Okay. And I guess I'll finish. Oh, Evergreen Environmental Technologies, open Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, Saturday 8 to 3. The next time they are closed will be on October 9th. And the phone lines are open to receive your calls. And for the third and final time, the phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I declare this game closed, and we will move on to the consolation round for $100. So, still playing on our gold-colored cards, looking for a blackout. Next number is under the 063. 063. Under the G47, G47. Under the B1, B1. Under the G52, G52. Under the 064, 064. Under the B4, B4. Under the 075, 075. Under the N36, N36. Under the I-29, I-29. And we have a caller. So that number in the hoop is not valid because I haven't called it yet. $839. Thank you. And they bingoed on N36, one number back. N36, one number back is a valid bingo. We do have one phone line open to receive your calls. One phone line is open. So after this game, we'll be moving on to the green colored cards. And our tuning number is N35, though if you get N35 in game 2, it won't give you anything. It has to be in game 3. But because game 3 is a carry-on game from game 2, N35 could appear in game 2. Just the tuning number. we now have 2 phone lines available to receive your calls. 2 phone lines are now available. Our live feed on NACTV.tv is now working very well, and we also broadcast the Bingo live on YouTube on NACTV TV channel. And the following businesses support NACTV by selling the bingo packages. They are Harris Pharmacy, Tim Tam Asian Grocery Store, Rocking Animal House, Touchwood Park, and the Nipwa Legion. Kinsman Courts 2 does carry bingo packages for the residents of Kinsman Courts. For the third and final time, phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed. And we will move on to the letter X on the green colored cards. Before we do that, our winner on the Bonanza Consolation was Kelly Drayson of Nipwa and purchased the winning card at Harris Pharmacy. Congratulations to Kelly. Okay, letter X, here we come. For $150 for the prize. And your first number out on those green colored cards is under the N31. N31. Under the O68. O68. Under the I-17, I-17. Under the O64, O64. Under the B6, B6. Under the B13, B13. Under the B15, B15. Under the O67, O67. Under the B7, B7. Under the N39, N39. Under the N32, N32. Under the O70, O70. Under the N42, N42. Under the I-27, I-27. Under the G59, G59. Under the B4, B4. Under the G55, G55. Under the G48, G48. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the G46, G46. Under the G50, G50. Under the O73, O73. Under the O62, O62. Under the N36, N36. Under the G49, G49. Under the N37, N37. Under the G58, G58. Under the G53, G53. Under the B8, B8. Under the I-21, I-21. Under the I-28, I-28. Under the O61, O61. Under the O72, O72. Under the B14, B14. Under the N44, N44. Under the O65, O65. Under the N45, N45. Under the N41, N41. Under the G56, G56. Under the B12, B12. Under the B2, B2. And we have a caller. And we have another caller. Phone lines are busy. On B12, and that's the number before. Okay. Valid bingo on B12. One number before the last number called. B12. B12 is a valid bingo. It's one number back. 59 what? 45. Okay. B12. Is that what you said the last one was? Yeah, so is this one. Yeah. So 2 valid bingos on B12. 2 valid bingos on B12, 1 number back. So after the letter X, we will be moving on to game 3, still in the green colored cards. Then we'll look for a jackpot. So black out, cover them all. The jackpot in 52 numbers is $6,924. The toonie pot, and the toonie number has not been called yet. The toonie number is N35 and it has not been called yet. So the toonie pot is at $4,013. And we sold 114 cards last week. And we now have 1 phone line open to receive your calls. There is a phone line open to receive your calls. We now have both phone lines open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open. And the Home Assistance Nippon District, HAND for short, dedicated to supporting and helping seniors and disabled persons in Nipawin and RMs of Lansdowne, Glenella, North Cypress, Langford, and Rosedale. And there is a community meal program, which is a home-cooked meal and dessert available Tuesday to Friday. It's available for pickup at the Yellowhead Manor Kitchen, or it's delivered to a number of seniors' places. It's $11, and you call Vicki or George at 204-476-5218 for that. And the HAND also offers services such as assistance with filling out forms for seniors and disabled persons, referrals, advocacy, lifeline, ERIC kits, which are health information containing the next of kin, medication list, and other things. It's in a plastic folder and placed on the fridge with magnets so that if paramedics come, they will look at the fridge and all the information they need will be there. They provide assistance in finding service providers for house cleaning, laundry, minor maintenance, snow removal, and yard care, transportation, and more. Wheelchair use for short term at no charge. Handicap parking permits available for use for volunteer drivers, and applications for personal permits. And for the third and final time, the phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed. And we will move on to our final game tonight. But before we do that, the winners of the Big X, we have 2 of them. Ashley Ramage of Nipawin purchasing the cards at the station, and Linda Squires of Nipawin purchasing the winning card at Harris Pharmacy. Congratulations to Linda and Ashley on the Big X. Okay. Moving on to the blackout in 52 numbers or less with that jackpot of $6,924. Your next number out is under the B5. B5, and you're still on the green colored cards. Oh, wait, I need to change the value. Okay, 6,924. There we go. That's better than the 1,500. Okay. Okay, why did it stop? Under the N43. N43. Okay, whatever. Under the O66. O66. Under the G57. G57. Under the N35, N35. Under the G52, G52. Under the O69, O69. Under the I-22, I-22. Under the B3, B3. Under the O74, O74. Under the O63, O63. And that is your 52-second number. And start the timer. Phone lines are open to receive your calls. And I noticed that N35 has been called. That's our tuning number. So that tuning pot will grow from $4,013. And both phone lines are open to receive your calls. So I'll just announce the two community announcements, the newer two again. The NEPWA band program is looking for concert band instruments. If you happen to have an old trumpet, clarinet, trombone, flute, or saxophone that you no longer need, please reach out to the band teachers by phone at NEPWA Middle School or NEPWA Area Collegiate. And the co-op fuel days on September 19th. 10 cents per liter is donated to the Handy Van. And the Handy Van will also be having a barbecue on that day, and they will be selling 50-50 tickets if they have not been sold out yet by then. So it's all coming up next week. I think. Number 6, 7. I guess it's a little bit more than next week. Coming up anyways. Band program one though, they'd like those instruments. If you have them laying around and you can donate them, they'd love to have them sooner than later. And both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, the phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I declare this game closed, and we will move on to the consolation round for $100. Still playing on the green cards and looking for a blackout. Consolation prize of now $100. Under the I-16, I-16. Under the B9, B9. Under the I-18, I-18. Under the G47, G47. Under the O75, O75. Under the B1, B1. Under the I-24, I-24. Ooh, we have a caller already. Okay, that little guy in the window is not a valid ball. Four, 9, 6, 7. Oh, 51 has not been called. Unless it's a different number on the card. Nope, we're good. Okay, we're continuing on. We do not have a winner yet. We do not have a winner yet, so we're going to continue on. Under the N34, N34. Under the I-26, I-26. Under the N40, N40. And we have a caller, so we'll find out if this person's a winner. Four, 9, 6, 6. Okay, valid bingo on N40. That will take it. Now, are they going to share it? The other phone line is open to receive your calls. We do have a phone line open. We have a valid bingo on the last number called, which was N40. Oh yes, the Terry Fox Run. I knew there was one other one I was forgetting. So September 17th is that Terry Fox Run. It starts at the NACI track and registration is at 1:30. 4884. 4884. And another one on N40. So we'll accept that one. Find out what the other person on the line has. Okay. 5442. Ah. I-20 was in the hoop, so I-20 hasn't been called. Okay. We now have one phone line open. We do have one phone line open. We now have two winners on the N40. Two winners on the I-40, N40, sorry, N40. And the ball in the window was this number, but it hasn't been called yet, so. And even if it had been called, because somebody bingoed on the earlier number on N40, it would still not have been a valid bingo. We now have both phone lines open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open. And it was a gorgeous day out there today. A little bit later, it was a little chilly in the morning, but gorgeous later. No smoke, not windy. And we have somebody else calling. Or not. Oh, yes. Nope, we still have the two, and we still have a phone line open. Wait a few more seconds here. Okay, for the third and final time, phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed, and that is it for tonight for our bingo. So, our winners on the Blackout Constellation were Darlene Gillies of Neepawa, purchasing the winning card at NACTV, and Jerry Bone, of Arden, purchasing the cards at Harris Pharmacy. Okay, recapping for the night. On Bonanza Constellation, it was Kelly Drayson of Neepawa purchasing the winning card at Harris Pharmacy. Linda Squires won the Big X along with Ashley Ramage. They're both of Neepawa. One purchased at the Harris Pharmacy, the other purchased it at the NACTV station. The Blackout Constellation was won by two people, Jerry Bone of Arden and Darlene Gillies of Neepawa. One purchased it at Harris Pharmacy and one purchased it at NACTV station. Congratulations to all our winners. Thank you all for playing along and supporting NACTV. See you next Wednesday.